it should have been January 2020, and then
When did you go, Beagle? Was it January 2020 you said?
it was actually Caitlin's birthday, March 19th,
Oh, okay.
2020. Yeah.
Madison and Terry are
Well, it's
already.
good to hear.
Hey!
Hello, I can't believe people are already on here.
Yeah, I know, we're just excited.
I just thought, well, maybe we'll get it set up. I was gonna try and get these flowers in the background from the
Oh,
funeral,
yeah.
but
We just
Yeah, we
didn't
got-
want to miss out.
So
yeah,
are you guys zooming this all from home?
Yeah.
From your place? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We didn't know.
yeah.
if
And
it
when
was-
we start in about 15 minutes, we'll want everybody to mute themselves. Because you should have probably been muted when you came on. But, because then otherwise, if you're not muted, then we just want everybody to be able to see what's going on here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we won't have no sound then, right?
You'll hear what we're doing, but if you talk and you're not muted, then everybody else will only hear you.
Oh, okay.
So we got
Like
like
when we
15
start-
minutes.
But I'll try.
I think I can mute you if you can't figure it out.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Because I just
Yeah.
don't want to be, you know.
I
happen.
thought I set it up where you were muted when you came on, but anyway.
Yeah, and then
all
we
good.
hit audio. So
Okay, that's fine.
I did it because I want to talk to Beagle and Teresa. I seen him. I want to talk to him.
Yes, yes. Oh, now Niall's connecting. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Is he
We're
home
just-
too?
No, don't do audio, 'cause, well, yeah. Hold on, we'll be right back.
You're fine.
Commercial.
You can just look at me.
I might pick up whoever's talking. I don't know. So what time are we meeting for sure tomorrow?
8:30. Beagle's going to take you to Loftus's at 8:30 because it's
Okay.
supposed to start snowing about 10 or so. So we'll be
Oh.
there before the snow starts.
Okay,
I figured that was a
Sounds
good
good.
time.
sounds good.
And we'll go eat breakfast and do some shops and then check into a hotel.
I'm trying to find
Sounds
that.
good.
So when I talk, is that echoing?
Not much,
What?
maybe a little. Oh, you talking?
Mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can see
I
you.
can hear you. I can see you.
I can see you.
Who's
I
that?
can- that's your-
Nanny?
Yeah, that's just.
Hi, Nene.
I'm on the couch.
But when I talk, Niall, is it echoing?
Uh,
Just a little bit.
Yeah, see, it's echoing for them, so I think you should take it off.
Okay.
No,
don't wanna
not
do
you
that.
guys. I was talking to Niall.
She's talking to her husband.
Yeah. Is that good?
if you guys just want to chitter chatter for now.
Yeah.
Where's Miji at?
Couch.
I'm over here.
Oh, there she is.
Here.
And
Hi.
Joni, I see you're on there. Joni and Mike and Jeff.
Hi, Jen. It's
Hello.
Joni.
So glad you guys caught on here. It's gonna be
Yeah.
very informal.
Oh, that's right.
There's Aspen.
I think Darius and Caitlin are gonna get on.
Awesome.
I haven't seen Darius since the wedding, so.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Are we doing?
Is he still in Pennsylvania, Beagle?
He's in Seattle or in on the Puget Sound in Washington.
Oh, okay. Was he
Yeah.
ever in Pennsylvania? For some reason, I thought he was
Yeah,
there.
he was there for a while and then he
At
started having
college.
seizures. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now he's at a college out in.
How do you turn this up?
Who's that?
She's so grown up.
Who's that little? That's a grown-up lady.
Wow. Hello.
You've
Hi.
been grown up, you've been grown up since last October when I seen you.
No.
Did you hear them, Aspen?
What?
They're saying you've grown up. Aiden's actually not here because he's out plowing snow for his dad.
Oh,
Dad can't be
Oh.
here.
Did you guys get a lot of snow?
Yeah, we've got, yes, let me show you.
Going all day.
Well, Adams was telling me you guys didn't get much snow.
Well, they didn't maybe
Yeah.
down there, but we got
Oh, yeah, you look like us.
We probably got 18 inches just today.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
We've
It's packed.
been getting, yeah, we've been getting it. And more tomorrow.
Oh, who's that?
I'm sick of shoveling.
I know, and I am too. I'm just sick of white. You know, when I went and cold, I went nice flowers and spring and yeah.
Yeah, come say hi.
I said hi to him in there.
Oh, you did? Okay. There's Joe.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Mary.
And Jeff and Mike don't want to be in camera, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
We're I'm a little nervous. I don't know about Jennifer.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. I mean, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who's singing?
Aspen.
Oh.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, we had a really, really awesome burial yesterday.
Excuse me, I gotta go.
Nice.
Eat.
She's checking her.
Well, I'll probably have to pee too. Who's that? Hi.
Oh, I'm glad this is working.
Who was that we just saw?
While you guys are, I'm just gonna sample this little share screen thing while I've got you guys, just to make sure it works. Where is it?
So did you see everybody on here or just?
Just me.
Well, we don't want that.
Just you.
Can you mute that picture?
Mm.
LOL.
Can they see that? Can you guys see that slideshow?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
awesome. Okay.
Where's Elaine at, Jennifer?
She's sitting on the couch.
He's hiding.
I don't know where they went. They went off. What, Niall?
They both had to pee.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go get them back logged in.
Okay.
What you been up to, Beagle? Not too much in the cold and snow?
I drove up to Grinnell today to eat breakfast with her brother.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
At the restaurant? Oh, at your relations restaurant, probably, right?
We didn't go. We didn't go there. We went downtown. They're actually. I don't even think they're there anymore.
Oh, they're not.
Huh. Where'd
I
you eat
think there's-
downtown?
I think their son took it all over, and they just.
I think you're right. I think Elaine did tell me that.
Oh, there's Michelle.
They're not open anymore?
I know.
Michelle and Doug and Bryce.
Oh, they're open. Her son just took over.
Oh,
There.
okay.
Bryson doesn't want to be seen either, huh?
No. It's okay.
Can
Hey,
you
Jen.
see me? Do I look good, Mary
There he
Jean?
is.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Bryson.
Hey,
How are you?
there's one.
Good. How's it going?
It's
Hi,
going.
Niall.
Long
Hello.
time no
See, this
see.
is our picture here.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Yes.
Press.
Remember me?
Hi, Doug.
Hey, how's it going?
Michelle.
Good. How
Can you see us? Is it too dark?
Oh,
Oh, we can
there's-
see it.
Can't
see
see
Doug
Michelle.
Geez, Doug's huge.
What is that, his arm?
Doug's
There.
too close. We can only see your
My
eyes.
gosh, you look
Lisa's
like
eyes.
Mount Rushmore.
You can only see Grace's eyes.
My videos.
Oh, my eyes. Is that how I'm going to look on the Zoom thing? Should I
Yeah.
take them off?
No, you're good.
Oh, you look nice.
bad. You look good.
I think they had their.
So
thing.
we've only got one picture. Will we see everybody or just?
When they come
What's
on,
going
that's
on?
it.
You're
just
not
when
in the
people
picture.
talk?
Why
Why don't you
not?
hold it in front of you?
Hi.
There she
They
is.
turn the light
Now
on.
we see the filling.
Yeah.
Now we see your
Get
finger.
her.
They
Oh,
are.
that's a huge finger.
Put finger in us.
Is that the pinky finger?
Hi, Missy.
There.
There.
Who's that?
There we can see us.
Oh,
There.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi,
We
Missy.
had our lights off.
Let me see.
Hi.
Mike,
Hi.
Michelle.
Now you
they
can
can't
see
connect
us.
to the audio.
Oh, there they are.
You put on your lap. So that I'm not so close to it.
Oh, there's Doug and Michelle.
I'm gonna show everybody
Mike
in
and Missy.
Chicago and Iowa and everywhere that just got on how much snow we got.
Mhm.
Oh, you don't have much compared to us.
Put it on there. No, me.
Yeah, I don't think they probably do too. She did show us a picture though.
The dogs
And
are
Very.
out there playing in it.
It's too close to me then.
It's not.
Don't argue. We can all hear you.
I know. I'm like, put it on your knee. Is Doug too close?
He's fine.
Is it too close?
Me, Debbie, Wayne,
Iowa family.
Hi, Terry.
hi,
Hi, Terry.
hi. I said,
Hi, hi, Willa.
Willa. Hi.
Yeah, come in here if you want to talk. I don't want to mute it yet.
Jennifer, you look so nice.
On me.
Well, thanks.
Oh, you can
Ash
hear
is not
me.
dressed today.
And then you need to sit closer to me.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know if she could hear me or
I'll
not.
mute it when we do the
Hi,
video.
Michelle.
Hi, Willa.
You
Well,
want
you're all just
everybody
kind of-
Hey, Doug and Michelle, I haven't seen you guys forever.
I know it, Mike. How you doing?
Your hair's really long.
My hair is really
Hey,
long.
guys.
Yes, it looks
You
nice.
look like
So is
you're kind of
yours,
growing up,
Missy.
be a hippie now, huh?
I guess. I'm kind of a hippie dippy.
Is it
This is
still
too.
gray?
Oh, don't do that.
Hi,
Is it
Willa.
still blonde, Michelle?
Listen here.
There's
Clint.
Clint.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, hound dog.
Hey, I'm the last hound dog.
I know it.
Receive the
Niall's a
award.
hound
Willa,
dog.
your hair's long.
Right.
Okay.
Yours was the
I
original.
told Willa her hair's long. There's Elaine and Missy.
A little bit. We can just see your nose.
Kevin.
Hey, Willa.
What's that?
Can you guys, Beagle, can you guys tilt your screen down a little bit? Or you on a laptop?
We're an iPad.
We don't want to be.
You can only see your
I
picture.
can only see Teresa's eyes.
Yeah, you can't see much of them, can you?
I wonder
Yeah,
if
see,
Aiden,
Tris-
have we given her?
Where you at?
How's that?
It's on her phone.
There you go.
Okay,
Now
I
we
thought
can
she was
see
out
it.
of Utah.
So how does it switch like that? I mean, we're not seeing like,
That's what it does. It takes,
Whoever talks. I
it
don't know.
goes to different people.
yeah, but we haven't seen Bryson for quite a while.
Yo, Bryson, where'd you go?
I'm here.
He's not talking. Oh,
There
there
he
he
is.
is.
I'm here.
Hey, Bryson.
Is Haley
Trying to,
on
I was,
too?
I was reminding some people.
Oh, good
Did you
idea.
tell Haley
Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon.
and Brandon?
You got about 5 minutes.
Hopefully they'll get in
Well,
here.
I was just telling Aiden because he's out.
Hi, Dominini.
Oh,
Oh, Willa just said hi to you. Hi, Willa.
Hi, Dominini.
Hi, Willa.
I missed you.
aw.
I miss you.
Oh.
So can you guys just see us? Or can you see everybody, Doug?
I think you can even.
No, it rotates.
Here, and then you can put it on the very back one.
Yeah, it does rotate.
Rotate.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll sit on the table.
Guys, come here.
See if it works.
There you go. Now we can go on the ball.
They're being shy. Oh, what for?
Let's close that. There he is.
There. There we go.
So Doug and Michelle, are you at home?
They're in their basement.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we're in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Your basement looks nice
Thank you. You can't see much of it, can you? But
over the years.
yours does too.
There's the Jones room.
There's our kitchen.
Like Avery and.
Hi, Mary Jean. Aspen.
Caleb, come here.
There's Jessica and fam.
They're not shy.
Come here.
Oh,
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Kathleen. Is that Kath?
Yes.
Awesome.
Hi, Aspen.
Here's Caleb.
what's all that going
I
on?
see.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Turn the light on.
We all like
People in.
eventually get
There's
like,
Karen.
a bunch of lips up top or something.
Here's Abby. She's 10 years old.
Wow.
Now there's Terry and
I can opt out of the video.
Don't forget her hat.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Good
to see you.
To see people. This is so
Must
fun.
be Mary Jean's friend.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No.
Hello, Joni.
Evan's 10 years old.
I don't talk, then
Well, that's fine.
I get to get some free. I did get free new rings, and they look really nice. Yeah, we got solid toy surprise.
He's talking at once.
I got these cool little rings.
There we go.
Oh.
Corey and Porter, seen you in forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
That must be Jennifer's really.
That ball
You don't
back.
recognize me with all my hair gone, do you?
Somebody's here. Our dog has
We
been
got just a couple more
Our
minutes.
dog
We're gonna waiting for, we'll give it like 2 more minutes.
Fix her necklace.
Our dog has gotten so.
I don't know who that
My
is.
first Zoom call.
Okay,
See if I can do this.
hold on. Mike.
Okay.
Hi, Mary Jean.
Hi there.
What was I on?
Niall, I mean.
Wonder if I said something they could hear me.
Hello.
Oh, we're being reminded.
Hi, Mary Jean.
6 o'clock
Hello,
meeting.
Mary Jean.
We're getting a reminder about the meeting.
Oh, nothing.
Now, you on the phone?
Have your face to the show. Because I've done that before.
Give me
for
one
church.
Yeah, we didn't want that.
You just called.
Niall just got a work thing that we
We don't
gotta.
want that now, though.
hold on just a minute.
Yeah, he and Bryson are.
We just gotta hold on for a second. Niall got a work thing. Hi, Carrie and Susie.
Well, hi. They're dude here.
People said hi, Mike.
Hi.
That's Pink Floyd.
Interesting. It tells you who they are.
Janine, is that you?
That's me.
JM Consulting, huh?
Yeah, it's my business account.
Well, that's cool.
I'm gone. I'm back.
This is so fun seeing everybody.
Nice seeing you too.
I never thought I'd be so nervous talking into a computer.
No, I don't.
Mike Mercer, that. I see Mike Mercer there.
Yeah, Mike Mercer's here.
Mike, I never met you, but I sure heard a lot about you.
I never met you either, but I can tell you a lot about Rich.
That's what we're hoping.
All right, I think we'll probably get started.
I guess that means it's my turn. I'm gonna have to read a lot of what I have to say because I cannot make it through without it. But I am Mary's wife, Rich.
Rich's wife.
I mean, Rich's wife.
That's okay.
You know what I meant.
You know who you are.
And I want to welcome everybody here to this celebration. And right now, we have all of you muted. But then after I share a few words and then turn it over to Jennifer, she'll unmute you and then you guys can say whatever you want. And we hope to hear from a lot of you. But I'm going to share a few thoughts and this is what I'm going to have to read.
We're gonna do that.
But first,
We're gonna do the slideshow first.
oh, first we're going to do the slideshow.
I think.
Just a sec. We changed it. Huh?
No, we didn't.
Oh. Sorry.
Here.
He's 2 years older than you.
Sunshine.
If we just go back.
To the right there? No. I don't know.
Can you hear the music?
There's this band, the War of Armageddon.
No, it doesn't seem like it's mom and dad.
That's right.
Short shorts.
Looks like this.
Oh, I'm not right.
Thanks a lot. We'll be back in a few minutes with some electric music.
This Valentine's Day, celebrate all the people you want and all that makes them who they are with a Hallmark card. Valentine's Day is Sunday, February 14th. Find a card for everyone in your heart, wherever Hallmark cards are sold.
Have to have a few commercials.
Okay, so if everybody can mute, if you're not already muted, my mom's gonna say a few words. You can mute yourself. I think I'm gonna go through and just mute anybody who's not muted. There we go. I think we're good.
I was going to say a few words, but after that, I don't know if I can. But I'm going to try.
Oh, thanks.
You want to ask him to say?
Rich has been a big part of my life for 47 years, and now all of a sudden he's gone. And I feel like I've lost a big part of myself. And I know I have, especially the strong part. I always felt so safe when he was around. He was my protector. And I really miss his arm around my shoulder, especially times like this.
Yeah.
And his big bear hugs. He was always my punching bag too. I took all my frustrations out on him. If anything was bothering me, he was the first and a lot of times the only one who heard about it. And he was also my personal therapist. If my self-esteem or self-worth was lacking, he would talk me into loving or at least liking myself. Most of the time by just telling me how much he loved me. He made me laugh. His sense of humor was the best. He had a way with words and left me love notes or wrote poems for me really often. He loved being a dad and a grandpa. When I first met him, I never pictured him being either one, but he totally surprised me. I loved watching how much he loved it over the years. He also had a soft spot for animals, especially our precious pups. Whenever one of us had to leave, we parted with a kiss and love you. When he left me on December 29th, he couldn't do that, but he didn't have to. I know he loved me and wouldn't have left if he didn't have to. I think he will still be my protector and watch over me. And it's been really neat hearing about how many lives he's touched and how much he meant to so many people. Thanks again for joining us. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Jennifer. I made it.
Yeah, all right.
I did.
Actually, Aspen wanted to sing a song, but she recorded it from earlier, and I think we're just gonna play it because it's a hard thing to do when you're doing it live. So we'll do that. Is that up there, Aspen, or not? What? Is that showing, Niall?
No.
Okay. Get it.
You gotta share your screen.
I am. Is that still not working?
There you go.
Okay, here we go.
This is a church song.
My soul, I say your God to me. How great thou art. Great thou art. Then sings my soul, I say your God to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art.
Well, thank you all again for being here. It's so neat to see how many people that my dad touched. We've been,
We love you.
weeks and we've been just bombarded from people that were really close to him, and even the pharmacist that told us that he was his favorite person in the world. And we believe that. You didn't need a long conversation with my dad to feel important. He loved everyone. He loved life. I don't really have anything written down. I thought of today, I remembered a poem that he wrote for my wedding like 22 years ago, and I think I'll read that poem because I think it's pertinent for what we're going through right now. I wish I could sing it as well as my dad, but I'll just read it. Called Spirit of Love. Spirit of love, spirit of joy. All spirits come together in a blessed reply. Fragrance of mist rest on your face. Hold on, the dogs are barking. My dad must be here. Oceans of joy live well in your grace. Love comes once, not twice in refrain. Angels cast their wings as my heart soars and sings. Spirit of love, spirit of joy, all spirits come together in a blessed reply. We had a really awesome burial for my dad yesterday, and there were a lot of spirits there, including his. So we would love, I know my mom would love to hear any thoughts or memories or anything that, I mean, we've got all associations with my dad from his business dealings, old rock and roll friends, tennis buddies, family. And if you want to say anything, you're more than welcome to. So just unmute yourself if you want to talk. And if you're the first one talking, you'll kind of show up. And when you're done, just mute yourself again. So we'll just leave it kind of to an open mic.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for inviting us. I don't know. I guess both of us have known Rich for well over 50 years. I knew him since high school, and we worked together at Jess Watson Transfer, Warehouse and Transfer Company. I don't know if you ever met Jess. Anyway, we worked together for him, and then Rich and I played in the band together, and we've just been friends for many, many, many years. And, I can tell you one thing I really believe: when you get impressions, you really need to follow up on those impressions, because, we talked about, we've been overseas, and when we came home, we were over in Germany, living there for a while. We came home and said, "Oh, let's go visit Rich and Mary." And Susan and I were talking, and I had communicated with Rich, and he said, "Oh, come down." I was going to bring my guitar, and he's going to play his harmonica. I was thinking, and we thought, well, first we're going to go in December, and then we couldn't do that. And then Susan broke her leg, and I said, "Well, we'll do it in January." And then Rich passed away. She broke her leg, and so you need to follow up on those impressions when they come to you. But we just love Rich. He was just a great friend. I mean, I guess I could say a lot, but we sure miss him. And I was so sad when we heard that he passed away, because we had really planned on getting together. So, but thanks for including us. Thanks for inviting us. And anyway, we love Rich, and just so sorry didn't connect before the time came.
Okay, I'll step in. The camera came to me. I knew Rich. The first time I ever encountered Rich was in 1965 at the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity house. He was a member there, and I was just a pledge at that point, and was mainly going there because they had cheap meals. And I remember being there, and at one point, this guy, great big tall guy, comes walking down the stairs singing "Get Off of My Cloud," Rolling Stones song back then. And over the course of time, we connected and became friends. And a year later ended up living together with another very dear friend of mine who I see is here also, Mike Mercer. The three of us lived together for a time, and we traveled together to Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco back in '67, and went to the Fillmore East. And I remember when, Rich was playing with, I think it was the name of the band, you could correct me, that you played with him, War of Armageddon, I believe. And the house, they were kind of the house band at the Bistro in Logan, Utah. And I remember many, many times being there and hearing them play, and also goofing around and drinking beer together and everything else. And there was some really, really great times that we all had together. I worked for his dad also. One summer, I was short on money, and Rich suggested that, hey, you know, my dad could use you. You can work for him. Then I remember loading these 100-pound sacks of flour or sugar or something off of some train, freight train that brought them in there, something onto the trucks and whatnot, and driving some things for free. And there was some strikes going on at the time. I remember I had to go to strike lines with people with clubs and things like that. And his dad was quite a character. I didn't know him real well, I just met him a few times. But I think back on Rich, and I talked with him a few years ago for the first time in a long time. And Mike and I talked about the three of us getting together. And unfortunately, we didn't get around to doing it, you know, and that's one of those things that you regret. I wish we'd gotten together before he was gone. Loved the man.
If you show up, it's your turn. Okay. You say something. Pretty sure that he has. Oh, that's the next person.
Well, I guess I'll say a few things. So I was really young. Oh my gosh, I'm getting choked up, but I'm a crier too, but he was amazing. And I just, he was like this gentle giant. He just was always so kind and so gentle, like the way he would talk to people, and just so cool. I remember hearing the stories of him playing harmonica with Janis Joplin, and me and Jennifer used to play together as little girls. So mostly Jennifer was us, but I remembered your dad and your mom and just how amazing they are, and how much, oh, hi Mary, and then how much just love in my heart. And it's been years since we've seen you guys, but hearing the news was sad. And I'm glad he's not in pain anymore, but he was an amazing man. Great dad. But that's all I'm going to say right now.
We loved him very much.
Yes, we did.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So who's up next? Oh, he's up next. Peter back.
Okay, I guess I'll say something. I just remember lots of fun times. I remember being at my grandma and grandpa's house, and And I'd go downstairs, and Rich had a room down there, and he always had the coolest albums. I mean, the Rolling Stones. We just thought that was so cool. And then I remember the day my mom and dad took us. We went to Lagoon because we were going to watch Rich and his band play at Lagoon. And they were, I can't remember who they were the pre-show for, but my mom, she just said, we're going to go and support him. I don't think she had any idea what kind of a group it was, but she was always willing to support him. And then I remember the day that I had been at my grandma's house, Grandma Watson's house, and Rich was going to take me home. And at the time, they had just started to put in I-15. They were just putting that in, and we were in my grandma's I think it was probably a 1956 Buick. And he turned to me and he said, okay, now we're going to go really fast, and don't you tell your mom or grandma. So we got up to 70 miles an hour. And of course, I told my mom and I told grandma that we were racing down the road. But he was always quite a character and lots of fun to see. And people would always say, you have such a big, tall uncle. And I'm like, I do? I never really noticed it because I guess I was just around a lot of tall people. And I love the day that I saw him he was with, what's his name? Randy Roundy. And they were over at Pioneer Park and they had just fixed up the tennis courts. And I saw him over there playing and I said, is this the new country club that you guys belong to? They laughed. They thought that was pretty good. But he loved to play tennis, and it was always good to see him doing that. And he loved, well, I'm not so sure he loved baseball that much, but he played it, and I got those pictures. And it's just fun. It's great memories. And love you guys. Love Mary. Love you, Jennifer. And love your dad.
Let's see if it works. We wait for them to show up. I haven't done this before. Yeah, I've never done this.
No, talk now.
Hi, it's Mike Mercer. Can you hear me? From Toronto, Canada. I'm in the same boat as Ain. We were very good friends with Rich back in the 60s. I see Gary Winter there, I think. I remember going down to Gary's house on the weekend with Rich, and we'd stay up all night listening to music and having a good time. But all I've got to say about Rich is I've heard it all tonight, but he was a great guy. And it's like, I haven't seen him in over 50 years. I think the last time was 73 when we lived together in Hyde Park, outside of Logan. And it's like he leaves his presence on you. And I haven't seen him in all this time. I've wanted to talk to him. And so Ain somehow got the number, and I did manage to talk to him on the phone a couple times. And the last time I talked to him, I told him, I was telling Ain today, I told him how I felt, and I'm glad I did. As a matter of fact, I got choked up. And he just was an all-around, he turned me on to music that I thought I'd never listen to. Jazz, just everything. And we used to tube down the river. I'm kind of rambling now, but he just leaves his presence on you, and you do not forget Rich Watson. Bye for now.
I just want to say it's sure good to see you, Mike. You look wonderful. You look fantastic.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. It's been a long, hard road. Glad to be here.
You start talking.
I don't know. These
You wanna
guys.
talk, Willa?
Huh?
Huh?
No,
You wanna say
say
something?
something.
He's on.
Yes, speak up and sometimes it'll go to you. Hello? Call a computer. Computer. What's on mute? We're not. Right there.
Dad, you're not muted. Go ahead and talk.
Oh, speak up.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I think it was 1975 when we met Rich. And we lived on 4th Avenue, and I was going up by the tennis court. And I looked over and I seen Rich playing this smaller guy. And Rich had this giant serve. And he was just blasting this guy off the tennis court. And I kept thinking, why is he beating that little guy up with the tennis ball? So I stood there and watched him. And so I walked over to the court and I said to Rich, I says, why don't you play me? I'll give you a good game. Well, then from then on, Rich and I became good friends. And apparently, you know, Rich was from the moving company and so was I from another company. But I remember we moved them up to, where was it?
Heber.
Up to Heber. And it was in the middle of the winter. And I remember going up Party's Canyon and we almost got stuck. But we got to the top of Party's Canyon and then they shut down the canyon for the day. We got finally to Rich's house and unloaded till like maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. Even the sheriff came by to see what we were doing. And we invited the sheriff to come over and, you know, come over and have a party with us. But he said, no, I can't right now. But that was back in the good old days when the officers were a little bit lenient. But we all slept in Rich's house that night and we had a good time. And of course, knowing Rich all those years, he is such a
He's just a big, lovable guy.
He was. Yeah, he was a good friend. He'd do anything to help you.
He's always what I thought about when someone mentioned like a big person. No one ever seemed that big to me because I always compared him against Rich. He was a big person to me. But yeah, I always smile. I always remember him as a big, nice guy. Yeah, I was pretty young back then.
and Mary was always there when he was playing tennis. She always supported him. So.
Love you, Mary.
Okay, go on next.
I'll mute it.
We can go next.
I'll just wait till we get on there.
How do we get on there?
I don't know. I think
Jennifer.
Jennifer's unmuting everybody.
Oh,
When you're done.
Elaine and Missy and Mike, we can hear you, so go for it.
Are we on? Oh,
yeah.
okay, here goes.
So the
Am I still on there, Jennifer?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay, I have it's kind of a prepared statement that I think Rich is probably logged on to this thing with us. You can't see him, but you know he's here. So I'm going to read this if I can. Okay, Rich, you were all we could ask for in a brother-in-law and an uncle. You were a gentle giant of a man, and it was a pleasure to be in your company. We loved your songs when you played harmonica for us. Matt really loved it when you took him on to cruise chicks. I'm sure you're up in heaven cruising with him now. Missy loved it when you would sing your songs and play the harmonica so her and Jennifer could dance silly. We have so many fond memories coming out there to visit. We would have some pretty deep conversations, and we love that.
We loved all the camping trips with you and riding in your van, taking us to some beautiful sights. Sometimes they were a little bumpy and scary. Oh boy, were they. You touched so many lives with your kindness, caring, loving, and peaceful nature. On behalf of our family, we bid you farewell. Rest in peace, Rich. We love you and we miss you. I think they want to say something.
If you wanted to say something, what do you want to say?
Well, when we all die, we'll get to see him again. Yay!
That's right.
Yes, we will.
Good job.
Good job, Eddie. We love you.
And then it'll be nice when we get to see him again.
I'll go, Jen. Just visiting you and Aunt Mary Jean and Uncle Rich was always so much fun because he's such a cool guy. You know, I always knew I could have just like these cool conversations with you guys. He had a heck of a life. You guys did so much and saw so much and experienced all these things. And I always talk about how he was like in a band and met Janis Joplin and you guys went to Woodstock, and it gets me a lot of clout with my friends. You know, they think I'm really cool because my uncle was this super cool guy. So yeah, I loved spending time with you guys, and just you know, your home was always so welcoming and great. And, you know, I brought my fiance out to meet you guys over the summer, and we weren't engaged at the time, but he just like loved getting to meet both of you. And I'm glad he got to meet Rich before he passed, because I always have talked about, you know, how much he recommended a really great hike for us in Kolob Canyon too. And, you know, that was really special. So we'll always remember that, and just, you know, love you all. And he was a really good guy.
I'll say something. I'm Joni, and I'm Rich's youngest niece on his side. And when we were little, for some reason, we had all of his little toys, and they were like, here's one of them. Can you see that? It's a metal, and it's an Indian. And we gave them all back to Jennifer when she was younger, but I asked Rich if I could have one. And so this is displayed in a little display case at my home, so I can remember my Uncle Rich. And he also gave me, and this is the coolest, and I have it framed, this is a record. Can you see that? It's like I don't know what number, 78 or something, but he had a bunch of these records that had pictures on them. And we used to not so much play them, but we would just look at them. It was just, and he gave me one of these too, and I framed it. So I get to see that every day. And it reminds me of my Uncle Rich. And I love you, Mary, and I love you, Jen.
We'll give it another 5 minutes or something.
We'll just do like 2 more minutes if anybody wants to say anything, and then we'll just say goodnight, because everybody's comments have been so meaningful and so fun and It's been great to hear. Maybe just 2 more minutes if anybody wants to say anything.
Let me say something just real briefly. I had a conversation with Mike earlier, and he shared something with me that I think might be interesting for those of you to hear also that are here with us about what happened the day before Rich died. There was a bit of a visitation. Mike, are you still there?
Yeah, it looks like Mike's still on there.
Okay, Mike, I don't know if you heard me, but why don't you share what you shared with me about what happened the day before Rich died? I don't know if Mike can hear or if he's muted or whatever.
Mike, you're muted.
Well, if Mike's run into some technical difficulties, maybe I'll just share. Basically, what Mike told me was he hadn't listened to the Grateful Dead for years. And the day before Rich died, he heard somewhere, came on somewhere where he was, the Grateful Dead song, The Morning Dew. And it was just almost like Rich was there. And this was as Rich was in the process, I guess, of leaving us. And what Mary told me, you know, about his, when he did pass, that the last thing that he wanted to hear was the Grateful Dead, and that he went out with that music in the background to kind of send him on his way. And a few minutes after that, he drew his last breaths. And I think that's just beautiful. That's perfect.
That was actually his favorite song, Morning Dew. He used to sing it constantly.
Sorry, I'm going to say I know that. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, that's why Sharon, my wife, has this thing here, Alexa. I don't use the computer. That's why I'm having trouble. I don't use any of this stuff.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Anyway, you can hear Alexa in the background. So I said to Alexa, play the Grateful Dead, play Morning Dew. I haven't listened to them in, I don't know, 20, 30 years. I don't know why I did it. And then I almost forgot about it. And I remembered when I did it because Ain phoned me 2 days later to tell me what had happened. And I just couldn't believe that. It's a true story, but that's what happened. It's amazing. Like I said, he's got the presence, this guy. He touches you and he doesn't leave you.
That you couldn't have said it any better way. He's not going to leave any of us, I don't think. I think he's here right now.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh,
You know,
Billy's got
I
his-
could say
Sorry,
the
you gonna play for us,
morning,
Billy?
I'll just say Morning Dew, Rich sang that beautifully. And we used to use that. That used to be primarily the opening song that we used whenever we played a gig somewhere. But yeah, Rich had a wonderful, beautiful voice. You all know that. But yeah, I think that might have been his favorite song.
Well, I was really glad to see that you used those pictures because, I mean, the whole time we were in Germany, I kept saying, I need to share these pictures with them, you know. And I did the same thing with Bob McDougall's family, you know. Unfortunately, it was after the fact, the same with you guys, but, you know, there's only what? Him and Shannon left.
Yeah, and I can't find Shannon. I was trying to find him to tell him that Rich had passed away, and I tried to find another one of our high school friends. I said, I gotta call Phil Hansen and let him know that Rich passed away. And then as I looked it up, Phil passed away in November. You know, so anyway.
Yeah, my dad used to say all my friends are dead. Except for the doctor. But I see Willie on there, and I think he's got a harmonica, so we're gonna unmute him. Well, I'm trying to here. Willie? I think you have to unmute yourself, Willie.
He did.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear anything.
Willie, if you can find the unmute, it should be in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. I think you might be unmuted now. Oh.
That's not working.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
It's
Does
a good way
anybody,
to go out.
anybody else want to talk?
I think Willie tried.
Yeah.
Just want to say we love you guys. This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi. Sorry for your loss. He was a great guy. I remember you guys living up in Heber when you used to be able to walk across the street and go to the Swiss days, and you could actually walk in the crowd. It wasn't so crowded, and
Yes.
you know, you always were bringing treats out for us, and you know, you and Rich both were just so welcoming and loving, and I just appreciate that in you. And boy, did he love his little girl.
Oh, yeah. Willie's back on.
We see you on there, Willie and Pam. Are you? Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. Technical difficulties. Well, thank you all.
He brought his
Oh, there's the dash hound. Willie's the one that got us our first dash hound, Eleanor. Willie and Pam. We've had lots of dash
Tell them to
hounds.
give you a thumbs up if they can hear you.
They can hear us.
Because when they said that, I started laughing.
You gotta tell
All
them to
right,
turn
Woody, do you
their
want to say
audio.
anything?
No, I just want to thank all of you for being here. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm losing my voice, I guess.
We love you guys.
We love you all too. My dad did too.
Yes.
Thanks for all the kind words.
Keep
I was
in
going to
touch.
say, if Willie's on an iPad, then he wants to go up on the top
To unmute.
to unmute and to talk. It's
That's
not
what-
on the bottom, it's up on the top right hand if he's on an iPad.
Oh.
Wish I could unmute him.
We love you guys. We're thinking of you. Miss you.
Love
That was
you.
Brad. That was
Love you, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Okay.
Keep in touch. I'll still be around for a while, I think.
Yep. She's not going
Okay.
to
Go ahead.
except traveling.
Yeah, I want to travel.
I missed you all.
Hey, we love you, and you know, I just can't
I miss
talk. I
Aspen.
lost my brother.
Yep.
I missed you, Aspen. I miss you too.
Wave to her.
Dennis was. This can hear me.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Beagle. We heard you.
Okay, love you.
I love you. And he lost his brother when he left too. He had a few brothers, I think.
Yep. Okay. Bye, guys.
Night.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.